I'm gonna get better with my time when y'all get up. Give me my red spot though. Second, yeah. It's right here. We're reading Exodus 12 and 38 through 44 in the Hebrew and then in the English.
Hey, shalom, Maggie. Shalom for Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatum to all the Agni. Yahweh Shemal Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to all the sisters. You see what I'm saying? This is the Sabbath Service. 'We're going to be starting in Exodus
12 and 38 through 44 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Yeah. Slap. Grab my phone out of my jacket for me.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 38 in the Hebrew. Gum. I rob. I lie. A thumb.
Oh, it's in a bag. What a bag at?
Which has an un.
Slack right here, slack.
Makwana. Kabad. Ma'ad. Verse 39. Waya Apwa. Habataza Kwak. Habatazak. Ashar. Habataza Ya'awa. Mamatazarayim. A Gath. Mataza Wath. Kaya La'a. Kamataza. Kaya. Garashwa. Mamatazarayim. Wala'a. Yakolwa. The Maham. Wagum. Tazada. La'a. Aishawa. Laham. Verse 40. Wama Washab. Bunya Yasha'ala. Ashar. Yeshawa. Wamatazarayim. Shalashim. Shana. Wa'arabai. Ma'awath. Shana. Verse 41. Wa'yahaya. Makwatazah. Shalashim. Shana. Wa'arabai. Ma'awath. Shana. Wa'yahaya. Fa'itazam. Hayawam. Hazah. Yataza'awa. Call. Tazaba'awath. Yahweh. Ma'aratazah. Matazarayim. Verse 42. Layal. Shamariam. Hawa'ah. Layahawah. Lahawatazah. Lahawatazah. Slag it. Lahawatazah. Amar. Ma'aratazah. Matazarayim. Hawa'ah. Halayallah. Hazah. La Yahweh, Shamariam, Lakol, Bunya, Yasha'ala, La Ratham, verse 43. Wayamar, Yahweh, Al Mashah, Wa Aharon, Ya'ah, Kakwah, Akasak, Kol, Bun, Nakar, La'ah, Ya'akol, Bawa, verse 44. Wakol, Ibad, Ayash, Makwana, Kasak, Wamalatha, Athwa, Azar, Yaakov, Bawa. We're stop 44, right? That's it.
Exodus 12 and 38 in the English. And a mixed multitude went up also with them, had flocks and herds and every much cattle. 39. And they baked unleavened cakes of dough, which they brought forth out of Egypt. But it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not tarry. Neither had they prepared for themselves any victual. 40. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. 41. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, even the self same day, it came to pass that all the hosts of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt. 42. And it was and it is a night to be much observed unto the Lord for bringing them out from the land of Egypt. This is that night of the Lord to be observed for all the children of Israel and their generations. 43. And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof. 44. But even
if I could too, like this is why it's so important to actually read the scriptures. You see what I'm saying? Because here it is, like we just talked about how it's a this should be kept for all the children of Israel throughout all their generations.
Right.
That's why we do it to this day.
That's right.
Like these high holy days are not done away with. Like we're supposed to be keeping these things even still to this day. Forever. And then you see right here, it say, there shall no stranger eat thereof. No stranger, meaning like no one of this no one outside of the nation of Israel truly can keep the Passover.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like you got a lot of different people who they try to keep the Passover and they try to do it their way and try to sanctify it as if the Lord gave it to them. But we clearly see right here, it say no stranger should eat of this. You see what I'm saying? This is only for the nation of Israel. Like how could somebody else partake in a day? How can someone else observe a day? Like this is only for the nation of Israel. Like Israel was saved. Like he brought the nation of Israel out of Egypt. He didn't bring everybody out of Egypt. You see what I'm saying? So how could an Egyptian keep Passover when it commemorates the slaughtering of his people? You see what I'm saying? If you wasn't there, how could you even commemorate this? This is how you know that this is not for everybody. It's only for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. A lot of people don't like to hear that, but here it is. We're reading it. No stranger should eat this. Should eat of this. You see what I'm saying?
If I could, this is the Lord being racist. He is only for his people, showing and letting you know that no other nation can come into this truth.
Right.
It's only for his children, blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. That's something to be proud of. The Lord is only dealing with you, Israel.
Right.
44. But every man's servant that is bought from that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. That's it. We read Exodus 12 and 45 through 51 in the Hebrew and then in the English.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 45. The Washab, Washakayar, La'ah, Ya'akal, Bawa, verse 46. Babiyat, Akkad, Ya'akal, La'ah, that what has a Ya'a, that what has a Ya'a, Man, Habayah, Man, Habashar, Kawatazah, Wa Aitazam, La'ah, the Shabarwa, But why? Verse 47. Called Aidad, Yasha'ala, Ya'ishua, Athwa, verse 48. Wakiyah, Yagawar, Athka, Garah, Wa Aisha, Pasak, La Yahweh, Hamawal, Lawa, Kal, Sakar, Wa'az, Yakurab, La Aishathwa, Yahaya, Wahaya, Ka'azarath, Ha'aratazah, Wakal, Iral, La'ah, Ya'akal, Bawa, verse 49. The Warah, Akath, Yahaya, Lazarak, Ulagar, Hagar, for the Wak, sorry, for the Wak come, verse 50. For Ya'ishua, Kal, Bunya, Yasha'ala, Ka'ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Mashah, Wa'ah, Aharon, Khan, Aishua, verse 51. Wa Yahaya, Ba'itazam, Hayawam, Bazah, Hawataza Ya'ah, Yahweh, Bunya, Yasha'ala, Ma'aratazah, Tazarayim, Tazaba'athum. And that's it. Verse 51, right? Verse 51.
Yeah, pretty much. We're reading 12 and 45 in the English. A foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. 46. In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth aught of the flesh abroad out of the house. It's like, neither shall you break a bone thereof. 47. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. 48. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all the males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land. For no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. It's like 41, 49. One shall be to him that is homeborn. It's like one law shall be to him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that shall join among you. 50. Thus did all the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they. 51. And it came to pass the selfsame day that the Lord did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies. Now we're reading Exodus 13.
Oh, slide. You got questions, sis? Go ahead.
So in 48, it says that all their circumcised, they be circumcised literally, and if they're not circumcised, they considered unclean.
Yeah, Con. So like that was actually part of the law. That all the males in Israel had to be circumcised.
For this force that they can.
Yeah, physically circumcised. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember a lot of people wasn't born in the land. That's why he say it'd be to you as if you were born in the land. You see what I'm saying? Because it was different customs, different places. So you got people who they were uncircumcised because that was just their culture. He's saying they got to be circumcised. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to physically be circumcised.
So it's a righteous thing for our sisters to get their boys circumcised when they're born, when they're young.
Okay.
I mean, I'm so glad that my mother, even though us being Christians not knowing the truth, I'm so glad that my mother got me and my brother circumcised. It's a terrible thing to be circumcised as an adult. I mean, I literally, when I was a kid, man, I was in the hospital with my appendix around 8. There was another patient in there with me. He was in his 20s. he got circumcised, and he explained to me what happened. I said, wow. Yeah, I was like, well, I got mine when I was a kid. I ain't even feel it. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing to get it done as a kid. So, any of our sisters having kids, make sure you get your boys circumcised. 1 second, we're going to get back in a minute. I always thought it's real heavy that my family not knowing the truth. I wonder what made them get their boys circumcised.
You don't know why they're doing it. They not to be telling you, oh, you got to get circumcised.
Yeah, that's
because you told you.
Yeah.
You don't know the law about it.
Right. But there's some men that's uncircumcised, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so glad that really happened to my family. But us get circumcised. I'm not knowing why, probably, but just because they ain't like the way it looked, probably. But they made sure the boys got circumcised in our family. That was a blessing, especially when I got in the street and realized that scripture said if you're not circumcised, there's something behind that. So I'm happy about that. We have Exodus 13 and 1 through 7 in the Hebrew and then in the English.
Exodus chapter 13, verse 1. For your debar, Yahweh, all Mashallah, Amar, verse 2. Kodash, Layah, Kal, Bakawar, Patar, Kal, Rakam, Babunya, Yasha'ala, Adam, Wabahama, Layah, Habu'ah, verse 3. Or Yamar, Mashah, Al, Ha'ain, Zakawar, Hayawam, Hazar, Ashar, Yataza Atham, Mamataza Rayam, Mabayaz, Yabadyam, Kaya, Bakazak, Yad, Hawataza Ya'a, Yahawa, Athkam, Mazar Wala'a, Ya'akal, Kamataza, verse 4. Hayawam Atham, Yataza Ayam, Bakadash, Ha'abayab, verse 5. Wahaya, Kaya, Yabiya Ak, Yabiya Aka, Yahawa, Al, Arataza, Akana Anya, Wahakatya, Wahamaria, Wahaka, Wahaya Bawasya, Ashar, Nashabai, La Abathyaka, Lathath, Laka, Arataza, Sabath, Kalab, with a Bash, Waibadath, Aibadah, Haza'ath, Bakadash, Hazah, verse 6. Shaba'ith, Yum, the Akal, Matazath, Wabiyawam, Hashabayaya, Kab, La Yahawa, verse 7. Matazawath, Ya'akal, Shaba'ith, Hayum, Wala'a, Yara'ah, Laka, Kamataza, Wala'a, Yara'ah, Laka, Sha'ar, Bakal, Gabalka, Gabalaka, and that's it.
Like, if I could, man, these scriptures is law to us, and it's so heavy that when you're not in the truth, you don't understand why bad things happen to you. And Deuteronomy 28 and 1 lets you know that thou shalt hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God to observe and to do all his commandments. When we don't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, we are getting punished for that.
Okay.
And these ways that the Lord is telling you to do, these things that the Lord is telling you to do, the laws, we must keep these laws. You want a perfect life, you got to observe and to do all his commandments. So study to show yourself approved, and you'll see the mistakes that you make. And you can fix your life.
God.
Exodus 12 and 38. What should I read? Exodus 13 and 1 through 7 in the English. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, 2, sanctify unto me all the firstborn. Whatsoever openeth the womb among the children of Israel, both of man and beast, and of beast, it is mine. 3. And Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage. For by strength of the hand of the Lord brought you out from this place. There shall no leavened bread be eaten. You see, we don't know this. We ain't in the truth, but we've been punished for breaking these laws, eating leavened bread on each time. That's why it's so important to stick to these scriptures, because these scriptures for our learning.
Okay.
4. This day came ye out in the month of Abib. 5. And it shall be when the Lord shall bring thee into the land of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, which he swore unto the fathers to give thee, a land flowing with milk and honey, that thou shalt keep this service in this month. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and in the 7th day shall be a feast to the Lord. 7. Unleavened bread shall be eaten 7 days, and there shall no leavened bread be seen with thee, neither shall there be any leaven seen with thee in thy quarters, in all thy quarters. Meaning you got to get the leaven out your house. You know what I'm saying? When we ain't supposed to eat this bread with leaven. You're supposed to clear your house, at least put it in the closet, basement, the car, trunk, something, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean? But get it out your quarters. Get it out your house. These little things might be small, but they ain't nothing small to the Lord. It might be small to you when you first hear, like, man, I can't eat bread. It's serious to the Lord.
Okay.
Because breaking his law is hating the Most High. So, you know what I mean? You wonder why people die, and people always saying, man, he was good, man. The good always die. You ain't good to the Lord, say you good.
Right.
It might be good to you. We ain't good to the Lord when we eating pork, crab, lobster, and shrimp. We ain't good to the Lord when we smoking and breaking his law, unlawful sex and things. So we got to observe these commandments, man. Understand what is right and what is wrong. You'll never understand that until you come into the Israelite School or Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General Yohana, learning this truth.
Right. Hey, so like, if I could too, just to add on, it's also important, like, not only are you not to eat unleavened bread, you are supposed to eat. I mean, you can't eat leavened bread, but you're supposed to eat unleavened bread every day. You see what I'm saying? So, like, best thing I can tell you, like, get into the spirit of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, get some recipes and stuff like that. You know, so a lot of sisters, they got recipes online and stuff. You probably call some sisters, make you some bread. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't be like Esau and go get them stale ass crackers.
Right.
You know, and eating them nasty crackers and stuff like that. And it's like a burden for you to serve the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is to him. He eating matzo balls and all that nonsense. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing pleasurable about that. You ready for it to end. You see what I'm saying? That's the spirit of hating what the Lord has for you. You see what I'm saying? Get into the spirit, man. Like, get you some recipes. Make that unleavened bread taste good.
Right. Get you some
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, get into it. Put that honey on there and stuff like that, you know. And you'll realize the spirit that you'll have is like when you're in the spirit of serving the Lord, you don't want it to end. You see what I'm saying? Like during the days of unleavened bread, you be like, damn, I can eat this bread all year long. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's because you're in the spirit of it. You see what I'm saying? Don't be like the so-called white man and do things begrudgingly. You see what I'm saying? He ain't even supposed to be doing it.
Right.
This ain't for him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But even when he's doing it with the wrong spirit, with the wrong attitude. He's hating it. How many people ate a matzo? What they call a matzo cracker? It is disgusting. It's like eating brick. I'm telling you, you see what I'm saying? Like, I could not imagine keeping days of 11 bread, and that's all I had to eat.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Get into the spirit and make you some bread. You know, it's unleavened cakes you can make. You know, it's different things that you can do to kind of like make this time something enjoyable for you and your family. You feel me? Just get into the spirit of it.
If I could, like these, we coming into the truth, and we got kids that's don't know nothing about these things because we wasn't on our job to raise our kids in the right way because we ain't know the right way to go. Now you learning these things. We need to pull out the children to the side, whether they're grown or young. Explain to them how important it is for us to keep these customs. And being a parent, bake the unleavened bread. Give it to your son or daughter, and tell them if you don't like, even if you don't like it, just take a bite every day.
Yeah.
Give my granddaughter a bite of this every day. And man, you explain to them why they need to do it and show them. I mean, let them understand that the Most High do everything for us. You want things to start going bad for you, man. We got to start keeping these laws. So just bite a piece every day. Do it for me if you don't want it. If you don't understand why you need to do it. Do it because I asked you. You know what I'm saying? Try to lead them in the right way they should go. Even it's never too late. You know what I'm saying? So let's break it down. Let's start getting into these customers on real, and not letting this go in one ear and not the other.
Got no concept.
Yeah. Exodus 13:8-14 in the Hebrew, then in English.
Exodus chapter 13, verse 8. Wahagadah, Labunka, Payawam, Hahawa La Amar, Paibawar, Yaha, Aisha, Yahawa, La Ya, Bataza Athya, Mamataza Ryan, verse 9. Wahaya, La Ka, La Awa, Al, Yadka, well, it's a Karwan, Bayan, Ya Ayanka, it's like Ayanyaka, Lama Ain, the Haya, the Waraf, Yahawa, Papayak, Kaya, Bayad, Kazakwa, Hawataza Ak, Yahawa, Mamataza Ryan, verse 10. Washamara, Hakakwa, has a Lama wa Ida, Mayum, Yama, verse 11. Wahaya, Kaya, Yava'ak, Yahawa, Al, Yaratazah, Akana Anya, Ka Ashar, Nashabai, Laka, Wala Abathika, Watana, one of the Na, Baka, verse 12. Waha Ibarat, Call, Patar, Rakam, La Yahawa, Wakal, Patar, Shagar, Bahama, Ashar, Yahaya, it's like Yahaya, Laka, Hazakarium, La Yahawa, verse 13. Wakal, Patar, Kamar, the Pada, Basha, Wa'am, La'a, the Pada, Wa'iparathwa, Wakal, Bakawar, Adam, Babunyaka, the Pada, verse 14. Wahaya, Kaya, Yasha'alka, Bunka, Makar, Naamar, Maha, Za'ah, Wa Amarath, Alyuwa, Bakazak, Yad, Hawataza Ya'an. It's like Hawataza Ya'ainawa. Yahweh. Mamataza Rayam. Mabaya. Ibadium. That's it.
Exodus 13 and 8 through 14 in the Hebrew, in the English. 8. And thou shalt show thy sons in that day, saying, this is done because of that which the Lord did unto me when I came forth out of Egypt. See what I'm saying? I ain't even, this so we're supposed to show our kids this. You know what I'm saying? This is how serious it is. Because if we learn this and keep it to ourselves, it's sickening for us not to pass it on to our kids, whether they want to hear it or not. At least they can hear it. Hopefully, some kind of way, they will start wanting to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments the same way that parents did. 9. And it shall be for a sign unto thee upon thine hand, and for the memorial between thine eyes, that the Lord's law may be in thy mouth. For with a strong hand has the Lord brought thee out of Egypt. 10. Thou shalt therefore keep the ordinance in his seasons from year to year. 11. And it shall be when the Lord shall bring thee into the land of the Canaanites, as he swore unto thee and to thy fathers, and shall give it thee. 12. That thou shalt set apart unto the Lord all that openeth the matrix, and every firstling that cometh of a beast which thou hast. The male shall be the Lord's. 13. And every firstling in an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb. And it shall, and if thou wilt not redeem it, then thou shalt break his neck. And all the firstlings of men among thy children shall thou redeem. 14. And it shall be when thy son asketh thee in time to come, saying, what is this? That thou shalt say unto him, by strength of the hand of the Lord brought us out from Egypt, from the house of bondage. Exodus 15, Exodus 13 and 15 through 21 in the Hebrew and in the English.
Exodus chapter 13, verse 15. Wayahaya Kaya Hakwasha Para'ai Lashalakanwa Wayaharad Yahweh Call Bakawar Barataza Matazarayam Mabakar Adam Wa'ai Bakawar Bahama Al Khan Anya Zabak La Yahweh Call Patar Rakam Hazakarium Wakal Bakawar Bunya Apada, verse 16. Wahaya La Awa Al Yalaka Walata Watpa Walata Watapa Bayak Ayanyaka Kaya Bakazak Yad Hawataza Ainawa Yahweh, Mabatazariah, verse 17. Wa Yahaya, Bashalat, Para'ai, Ha'ain, Wala Nakam, Alahayim, Iraq, Aratazar, Palashathium, Kaya, Korowab, Hawa'a, Kaya, Asha, Amar, Alahayim, Pun, Yanakam, Ha'ain, Bara'atham, Malakama, Washabwa, Matazarayama, verse 18. Wayasab, Alahayim, Ha'ain, Gerak, Hamadabar, Yum, Sawak, Wakamashiam, Alia, Bunya, Yasha'ala, Ma'aratazar, Matazarayim, verse 19. Wayakwak, Masha, Aitazamawa, Yawasap, Aimwa, Kaya, Hashabai, Hashabayai, Bunya, Yasha'ala, La'amar, Baquad, Yapaquad, Alahayim, Arkham, Waha'al Yatham, Atazamathia, Mazah, Arkham, verse 20. Uyasaiwa, Masakath, Wayakanwa, Ba'atham, Bakwatazah, Hamadabar, verse 21. Wayahawa, Halak, the Punyaham, Yawamum, Ba'imawad, it's like Ba'imawad, Ainun, Nanakathum, Hadarak, Walayala, Ba'imawad, Ash, Laha Ayar, Nahum, Lalaka, Yawamum, Walayala. And that's it.
They said up here, Richard.
Peradventure.
Richard.
So,
And that's all I'm saying.
peradventure. Frontlets.
What is it?
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
So we're reading Exodus 13 and 15 to 21 in the English. And it came to pass when Pharaoh would hardly let us go, that the Lord slew all the firstborn in the land of Egypt. This is that part right there is heavy to let you know how serious the Lord is when you disobey him. So he told him to let the people go ahead and do it. He kept the firstborn of his kid, of all the kids, not only of men, but of beasts. And it came to pass when Pharaoh would hardly let us go, that the Lord slew all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both the firstborn of men and the firstborn of beasts. Therefore, I sacrifice to the Lord all that open the matrix, being males, by all the firstborn of my children I redeem. And this is heavy that when you read these scriptures, man, the young ones that take it lightly, or anybody that take it lightly, man, it lets you know how serious the Lord is. He's not that old, happy, go lucky, cheery, smiley face white man that you see portrayed in all the movies and cartoons. This is a serious God. And he is an austere man. He's a man of war. I have no problem with offering you, man, when you disobey him. This is why the scriptures say the whole duty of man is to fear the Lord and keep the commandments. Because he is serious. Like I said, this is a God that killed the whole world before. And there 8 people that started over. It ain't nothing to be taken lightly. And when you read these scriptures, it'll show you to build that fear of the Lord up in you. And not to play with him. It's like, well, that's So we'll read 16 again. And it shall be for 16. And it shall be for a token upon thine hand, and for frontlets between thine eyes. For by strength of the hand of the Lord brought us forth out of Egypt. 17. And it came to pass when Pharaoh had let the people go, that God led them not through the way of the land of the Philistines, although that was near. But God said, lest peradventure, what is it? Peradventure, the people repent when they see war, and they return to Egypt. 18. But God led the people about through the way of the wilderness of the Red Sea, and the children of Israel went up harnessed out of the land of Egypt. 19. And Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, for he had straightly sworn the children of Israel, saying, God will surely visit you, and he shall carry up my bones away hence with you. 20. And he took their journey from, what is it? Sukkot. And encamped in Etham, in the edge of the wilderness. 21. And the Lord went before them by day in the pillar of a cloud, and led them the way. And by night a pillar of fire to give them light, to go by day and night. So, Exodus 14 and 22, and Exodus 14 and 1 through 6 in the Hebrew, then in the English.
It's not the last one, is it?
No. That's one
Exodus chapter 13, verse 22. Yamayash, I'm a wad, ha'ainan, ha'anuch, like ha'ainan, yamamam, I'm a wad, ha'ash, la yala, the punya, ha'ain. Exodus chapter 14, verse 1. Well, Debar, Yahweh, all Mashallah, Amar, verse 2. Debar, all Bunya, Yasha'Allah, Yashawah, Yakanwa, the Punya, Paya, Hakayarath, Bayan, Magadal, Wabayan, Hayam, the Punya, Baal, there's a pun, Nakakawa, the Kanwa, Al, Hayam, verse 3. Wa Amar, Para'ai, the Bunya, Yasha'Allah, Nabakayam, Hamar, Baratazar, Sagar, Al Yaham, Hamadabar, verse 4. Wakazakathya, Av, Lab, Para'ai, Waradat, Akariyaham, Wa Akabada, Wapara'ai, Wabakal, Halyawa, Wayadaiwa, Watazarayim, Kaya, Anya, Yahweh, Waya Aishawa, Khan, verse 5. Waya God, the Malka, the Malaka, Watazarayim, Kaya, Barak, Ain, Waya Hapak, Waya Hapaka, Waya Hapak, the Bab, Para'ai, Ibadai, Wa'iba the Yan, Wa'iba the Yawa, Al, Ha'aim, Wayamarwa, Maha, Za'ah, Ashayanwa, Kaya, Shalakanwa, Yasha'ala, Ma'iba Dunwa, verse 6, Waya Asar, Rakabwa, Wa'ad, Aimwa, Laquak, Aimwa. And that's it. Hero. Shit. Hold up.
Oh yeah, you got you too. I don't feel too bad, man. So like that's right here.
It's McDowell.
Yeah. What was that?
But alls are fun. You got to sign out without that.
You find it.
Yeah,
You can't. Listen.
Yeah, Power Ross.
So you on Exodus 13? It's like Exodus
13 verse 22.
and she got 14 and 22.
I might be missing 13 and 22.
Yeah, Exodus 13 and 22 through Exodus 14, 1 through 6 in the English. 22. He took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. 14 and 1. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, that they turn and encamp before Harath, between Migdal and the sea, over again Bahazaphan, over against Bazaphan, before it shall ye encamp by the sea. Before it shall ye encamp by the sea. So like 3. And Pharaoh will say unto the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land. The wilderness has shut them in. 4. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, that he shall follow after them. And I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, that the Egyptians may know that I am the Lord. And they did so. 5. And it was told to the king of Egypt that the people fled. And the hearts of Pharaoh and his servants was turned against the people. And they said, why have we done this? That we have let Israel go from serving us. 6. And he made ready his chariots and took his people with him.
Jamal.
Jamal, something that's up.
Jamal. Banya Hawada. Banya Sha'ala. Jamal, Banya Hawada. Banya Sha'ala. Shabbat. Shabbat. Amadi. The Rock.
Yabashib,
Yabashib, Rakatha.
tribe. You read it, Exodus 14 and 7 through 13 in the Hebrew and then in the English.
Exodus chapter 14, verse 7. Reyaquat, Shash, Ma'awath, Rakab, Bakawar, Wakal, Rakab, Matazarayim, Washalashash, Washalasham, Al, Kalwa, verse 8. Sorry. Hold on one second. Where you Kazak, Yahweh, Ath, Lab, Para'ai, Malak, Matazarayim, where you Radak, Akarya, Bunya, Yasha'ala, or Bunya, Yasha'ala, Yataza Ayam, Yataza Ayam, Yad, Ramah, verse 9, where you Radakwa, Matazarayim, Akarya Hum, where you Shiyagwa, our thumb, Kanayum, Al, Hayam, Kal, Sawas, Rakab, Para'ai, Waparash Yawa, Wakayalwa, Al, Paya, Akayarath, Lapanya, Baal, Tazapun, verse 10, Wapara'ai, Akorayab, Wayasha'awa, Banya Yasha'ala, Ayanyaham, Wahana, Tazarayim, Nasai, Akaryaham, Wayayara, Wayayaawa, Wayayarawa, Ma'ad, Wayataza Ike, Wayataza Ike, Banya Yasha'ala, Al, Yahweh, verse 11. Wayamarwa, Al, Mashah, Hamabalia, Ayan, Kubarium, Bomatazarayim, like a cock, a quack, like quackakun, like a kun, what's like a kath nanawa, like a kath now, number one, Bomadabar, Maha, Sa'a, Aisha Yah, Lanwa, Lahawatazah, Ya'ani. It's like Lahawatazah, Lahawatazah Ya'ana. It's like Lahawatazah Yan an hour. Mama Tazarayim, verse 12. Allah, Zaha, Hadabar, Ashar, the Barnawa, Alyuka, Bomatazarayim, Lamar, Kadal, Mamanwa, Wana Ibadah, Matazarayim, Kaya, Tawab, Lanwa, Ibad, Matazarayim, Amathanawa, Bomadabar, verse 13. Wayamar, Mashah, Al, Ha'aim, Al, Yira'awa, Hatha Yatazabwa, Wara'awa, Yishwa'ai, Yahweh, Ashar, Ya'isha, Makam, Hayawam, Kaya, Ashar, Ra'ayatham, Matazarayim, Hayawam let's see Yapwa, Lara Athum, Iwad, Iwalam, and that's it.
Now we're reading Exodus 14 and 7 through 13 in the English.
And he took 600.
No, tell them
Real
what you got,
loud
please.
too. We just start the scripture line.
Verse 7.
No, tell them. Say Exodus 14,
Exodus 14,
verse
verse 7. And he took 600 chosen chariots
Loud.
and all the chariots of Egypt and captains over every one of them. Exodus verse 8. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of the Egyptians, and pursued after the children of Israel. And the children of Israel went out with a high band. Verse 9. But the Egyptians pursued after them all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them, encamping by the sea beside Bahar-Hath before Baal-zephon.
Good job.
Verse 10. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were sore afraid, and the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord. Verse 11. And they said,
Try to read a little stronger and loud.
Huh?
Try to read a little stronger and loud if you can.
Lift your voice up, man.
and they said unto Moses,
Oh, no.
because there was no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? Wherefore hast thou dealt us with us to carry us forth out of Egypt? Verse 12.
Loud, man.
It is not the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians. For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. And Moses said unto the people,
Verse 13. Say verse 13.
verse 13, and Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will shew to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever.
This is how we should look at it today too, man. You know what I mean, we learn these scriptures. We should stand still, keep the commandments, and watch the Lord do His thing for Israel like He did, and that's this day. He's going to do that in these end days. He's going to kill our oppressor for what He done for us.
Okay.
He's going to fight for the children of Israel once again. So we need to understand. We need to hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, making sure we keep His commandments and loving Him like He told us to do.
Okay.
And just stand still and have patience and watch the Lord do what He's doing out there in LA with the fires. All that is the Lord. You know what I'm saying? All these wars and everything coming is prophesied in His Bible that it's going to happen. And the Lord is doing His thing for us today like He did back in that day of Egypt. That's it.
Marty, just for everybody. For everybody up here.
Yeah.
Marty, just for everybody up here.
All right. Just for everybody up here. Marty.
That's it. Take with your right. Turn forward. Stand it with your right hand. Left hand weak. Hold on. Hold it out. La. La.
La.
Yasha Allah.
Yasha Allah.
Go ahead and drink.
What was it?
Yes, drink. Take the foot. Take the foot. Israel. So we just gonna salute up here.
Men of Israel, gird up thyself. Hands
Hold it right here. Yeah. Right there. Turn to the wall.
How about Shem Yahshua? Yeah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh yeah. Salute.
Yahweh Shembash. Yahweh Shabrak.
Barak, yeah.
Barak, yeah.
It's like how you do a little prayer. Just a little prayer. Huh? Got the ears in the club. So everybody, Amadium, Wapanya, Hakwadam, which means rise and face the east. 1, 3. Come on, even though you show it, man. Yeah, 1, 3, we're gonna turn around. 1, 2, 3.
Read the Lord's Prayer, Hebrew, and then in the English.
Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Hudash.
Hudash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemkat.
Shemkat.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak Ratkah.
Malak Ratkah.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Mashamayim.
Mashamayim.
Nathamanao.
Nathamanao.
Lakam.
Come.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam. Wasalakana.
Wasalakana.
Kabawatana.
Kabawatana.
Kasalakana.
Kasalakana.
Kabawatana.
Kabawatana.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabi'aina.
Tabi'aina.
Wanasaya one.
Wanasaya one.
Ball.
Ball.
Hawashina.
Hawashina.
Young.
Mayan.
Right.
Right.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Kamalakwa.
Malakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Wahatapara.
Waha'ala.
I will love you.
I will love you.
Amen.
Amen. In the English. Our Father.
Our Father.
Which art in heaven.
Which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom
Thy
come.
kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
Our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our
And
debtors.
forgive our debts.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us
Deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom.
thine is the kingdom
And the power.
and the power
And the glory.
and the glory
Forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Amen.
Say sorry.
So,
Sister, shut.
sister,
This concludes the service.
this concludes the service.
Men of Israel, we're gonna give a one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imam Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Brakatah,
Yahweh Shem Shabbat.
Yadi Matah. Shah, which means turn. Sister Amadia. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Amadia, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Alatan Ba Hashem Yahushua. Yadi Matah, class dismissed.